This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. Gets past one man, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. 11B.
Bortles now on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Lucy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
That's what I do.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Lucy. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucy. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here comes Kansas City. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green, 39, 58, rail. 39, 58, rail.
They begin the drive with Williams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This is taken at the 23. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So right.
Bortles to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down. Bortles now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Let's go.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Bortles now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Bortles. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Oh, good move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On second down, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Mahomes now on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go now. Green, turn up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
7-7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Omaha. Here we go.
To throw is Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. They juked him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Black 58, rail. Black 58.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
screen, 90.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Left, 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 left.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Shreds the tackle. And some room to maneuver. Still going. Not that time for Watkins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw, it's Bortles. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Bortles to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. To return it is Corey Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Bortles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Bortles going to throw. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing now is Bortles. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, hold it.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Bortles now to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes powers through. This is caught. Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 6. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Booker on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Allen Bailey in on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Bortles to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
73.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
So right. 380. Hey. 372.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Bortles. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Tyreek Hill set to return it. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Here we go now.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now here's Mahomes. If they hang on, that would up the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A roadway.